Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everybody. Let's get this party started. We're gonna review some of the analysis that we had earlier on, and I sent a video uh, last night of what we think is going on in the market into this coming week. You could find that video on YouTube, and let me share that thing with you. We're just gonna touch up that. Let me see if we can find it for you. It's right here. How do you pin this stuff? All right, guys. So let's just get this party started right here, and we are gonna go and talk about Nasdaq first. All right. So kind of consistent with what we were talking about last night, we do have a consolidation, channel number two. The idea here is the market needs to break above 13,000 in order for that channel to break, and then we can challenge two places, 1324 and 13 300. Once that happened, then there is a potential of a new reality presenting itself and us breaking this downward channel altogether and start to, play around with a base that pushes price higher. But today is going to be the challenge. We pretty much rallied almost halfway into Friday's downward session, and we're right in the middle of that price action. So the morning today is going to be a battle for control, and definitely you need to kind of be conscious and careful how you manage risk in an environment that looks like that. The probability of channel number two's holding to the downside is high. I mean, unless we break the 12.801 and really mount a significant attack in the morning, uh, the odds are we will see a bit of a push lower at the open, and kind of go from there. That's just the look from the perspective of a daily swing trade. Definitely, we need to go into the early price action or the 20 NT Rinko, 200 NT Rinko, and the 100 NT Rinko and get a better feel for what the market is doing. So let's move on to the next one here. Gold. You're seeing similar patterns across the board, right? So gold is uh, it's almost looks like a Nasdaq chart, right? You're getting that one candle reversal on Friday, and we bounced back into almost to the halfway of Friday's price action, and you got Globex at 1850. Any break below that, you're gonna start getting a momentum to target number two, target number three, and then you got all these rest of the targets happening. So it looks more that gold channel, second channel, is holding, and lower price action could be with us today into this coming week. And we talked about this in greater detail in our video, and I put a link of the video, the analysis. Here we go. Excuse me, on YouTube, so you could take a look there. Let me see here. Give me a second. Market analysis. There you go. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. Martin, good morning, Martin. How are you, sir? YM. All right, so YM, uh, stronger than NQ actually in the way it's behaving. Friday price action did not overwhelm the prior candle, so that's automatically tells me that that market is stronger, and our rally during Globex is much more significant price wise. So you are looking at a Globex that is 32,894, and if we start breaking anywhere above 33,439, we're going to start seeing a momentum that's going to take us much higher. Okay. On that one. And if we fail and we fail below Globex, we are going to see 32,764 and 32,495. Target number one is 32,358. And then we got a probability of target number one, target number two. Then target number three will be 29,152 on a swing trade basis. Let's see if taxes looks any. That's not gonna look at it. All right. So when it comes to digging a little bit deeper in Nasdaq, since we're going to focus on that one a lot today, is you got a sideways consolidation across the board here, and we rallied from Friday's uh, sell-off, and we're almost in the middle of the range of that prior day, and we're on an upward candle. So, a couple of things got to happen here. We talked about that the 800.01, and eventually that break above 950 to the 13,000. That happens, the market personality on a swing trade basis is changing, and that's significant. And today is a big day actually for either that to happen or a failure that will lead us to continue our, a continuation of that pressure and a lower high into target one, which is 12,503, to target number two, which is 12,328, and target number three is 12,153. Then you're getting much lower after that on target number four and five. Yeah, so the 200 NT wrinkle right now is long. We have a long candle. The cloud is negative. So there's a lot of stuff that could be happening early on to this morning. So where would this candle close? 12,674. 12,674. So that would be the number. There you go. And that's the price we're going to be looking at. All right. And the market will be out of sync. Market will be out of sync if we break below 724 and a half. Good morning, Randolph, and good morning, Sandy. Excuse me, Alex. How are you? Good morning. Right, we got 3 minutes to the cash market open. Globex for NQ is going to be 12,549 and a quarter. ES just shifted the cloud right now, and also just generated a transitional zone, a new one on the downside. So this is a market that is poised for a bit of selling pressure into target 2 and 3 against the price stop of 41.56. And let's get busy. Let's get this party started. Let's stay focused, stay disciplined, and get the job done. Good morning, Safe. Good morning. How are you, sir? So on the charts, I enlarged the numbers here. Some of you told me, gave me good feedback, told me that, on Zoom or on a stream, you guys are having a hard time seeing some of these numbers because the white background. So I changed the background of the charts and then enlarged the actual numbers right here. So tell me if that looks better to you and you can, see things more clearly. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to me. We did good, man. I did good. I mean, I made a little bit of money. I think I was up like close to, let me see here. Here we go. All right. So the week that we were gone, safe, and just we basically made 92.79, 92.79 for the week. So that's what we you missed. The longs and the shorts are about the same amount. All right. So here it comes. Here it comes 200, and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and it's a Monday, so the first few minutes. Here we go, switch trade. We should see a bit of a push higher. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay. So two switch trades. Let's see if how they're gonna hold on to all of this. I gotta figure out what the market is doing. I gotta figure out who is the winner of this battle that's happening early on. So I'm definitely gonna be paying attention and looking at, are we getting to the 800, 801? I mean, the market so far is still in sync on the long side, and we're getting that push. Good morning, Omer. How are you? Audio level. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I see that. How's that sound like, Lee? Is that better? Adjusting audio. Is that better? All right. Thank you, Lee. And let's just keep working here. So here you go. You're getting a bit of a run to target number two. Then we got a retracement to target number one. And ultimately, as long as 737 is protected, it looks like we're most likely going to break that. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So the market is still in sync on the long side, but we're getting this price drop. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning. How are you? So the market is out of sync right now. 200 and the 100 are out of sync, and we're just patiently waiting. We're just gonna gather information right now about how the price is moving, and just use that information for trading later on. So they're putting a captain setup switch trade right there in that sequence. So that is going to push us to target three, two, and three. And if we break 699, that will set us up for a reversal candle. Then rallies can be shortable in this sequence. Good morning, Adam. Good morning, Adam. Good morning. And good morning, Gary. Good morning. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yes, here we go. Boom. They did it all in once. At once. Let's see here. All right. Let's see if we can get an entry point here. Yeah. Good morning, Brian. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. All right. So we're going to get into, let's see here if we can. We're gonna look at order pending 719 to 20. Let's call it 20. Order pending. Yeah. Good morning, Brian. How was your weekend? So they're pushing right here. I mean, I'm trying to see if I can get any rally back up as an opportunity to get short, or I can go into a new transitional zone, which they are about to build one right here. But that's just a spear trade at a whole number. So I'm not really going to be too excited about trying to jump short right here. Nope. The market is short. You got 200 and the 100 are in sync, and you got this rotation coming in. You got captain set up short, another captain set up short with a switch trade. This one right here. Let's see. All right. Really? Wow. Look how look how close they got us. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was it. I'm gonna cancel my orders, and I'm gonna look for another transitional zone to happen. And at that point, we will. So 20 and 40. We want to see how the 20 and 40 are holding. Yeah, look at that. That's holding. Now we're gonna play the transitional zone game and look for an entry point. So 20 is holding. $86. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Now we're getting a new cloud and a new transitional zone. All right, so let's give this market a little bit of time. Let's figure out what they're trying to do here. And here you go. Now we are getting a disconnect between the 200 and the 100. So that puts us in a mode of waiting and watching, and we want to see the 700 come back in again in order for us to be interested in the short side. Can you hear the audio, Lee? Okay, so all right, so say if you can. All right. All right, Lee, enjoy yourself. All right, so what are we doing? What are we waiting on? So you're getting a bit of a rally here. The market disconnected at 40, and before that 40 disconnect, you had a couple of attempts where the 20 held, and we needed to break below the 700 again, and the market did not. That is a big deal right now. What we're seeing, that's a big deal. I mean, if they break it above 775, then you have a complete reversal on the 200 NT Rinko, and we could see a push to that 801 that we talked about and into potentially 13,000. So that's no joke. That's serious. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right, ES. Let's take a look at ES. Cloud is positive, but we're breaking this transitional zone. So the longs need to reestablish that another transitional zone to the upside. Otherwise, we are going to be, pushing lower here. So for the market to be in NQ to be in sync on the short side is 712. We're almost there. That's actually a big deal. Yeah, here we go. 712. So we're going to look for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Let's go back again. I mean, they're playing this dance, and we'll play the dance with them. 2646. Okay. Well, this is just and I'm gonna go 5 point crusher, and we'll go that way. All right. Let's see it. One of these things is gonna happen here. $700. So the target is gonna be 75. That's the next target for this sequence, is to reach 12,675. So I hope we can get filled along the way here. Let's see. But I'm not going to chase anything here. I mean, they can disconnect this transitional zone and give me another one, and I'll take a trade there. Target number 4 hit, man, and here comes that 75. I gotta cancel these orders. They're not gonna. Order canceled. Order canceled. It's a big deal. All right. So they came and basically stopped a bunch of people up there and reversed the market. So here you go. We hit that 75 target. Let's see if we can get a high quality entry point on the short side. We will be looking for transitional zone to disconnect and reconnect. And if it does, then we will jump in. We're going to do it with small amount of contracts just to start us off for the day. Let's just go 2 contracts and build up the day from there. $8.50. We have 10 minutes to the top of the hour. So the next level is going to be 650. Let's see if we can get in. All right, let's see here. They're playing around target number 4. See if I can get in there. They're gonna get me on that one. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you, and let's just keep working. So if a 7-Eleven, if we go past 7-Eleven and close, that will disconnect the market. Hmm. All right, so the market is disconnected. Let's just see if we can push lower into 673 and a half. And if we bounce right back up to, I mean, as long as we don't go past 750, I was short and covered for a stop. All right, we got 5 minutes to the top of the hour, and the market is disconnected right now. If we hit 688, we'll get back in sync. So it's just a waiting game. We're coming up on top of the hour, and we're gonna have to see what the market has to offer here. I like if I mean they put a captain set up short right here. I could get in a little bit early and look for a flush into the 88. Order filled. Yeah. I don't like that captain setup being violated like that. I'll give it another shot here in a minute. We're collecting stops right now. 687, 687. Let's wait for 687 to happen. That's noisy. Okay. Wow. All right. So that's what they want to do. I mean, the market is disconnected right now, and we are looking for that 750. If we get there, then we're going to start getting aggressive on the long side. Oh, yep. Here it comes. Wow. All right. Let's get busy. Order pending. 2808. Order pending. Actually, that's not what I want to do. Order canceled. Order canceled. Order pending. Order pending. Wow. Okay. That's what they want to do. Wow. That's just that's a good reversal right here, and the target is 801, and we're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity here. Two things got to happen: either they disconnect this price action and reconnect it, and we participate, or they come to these levels, which the probability of them doing that is really low. ES produced a signal on the long side right here. There was a an inception trade and first pull back into the transitional zone with a railroad trade, and off you go to higher prices. I'm gonna cancel these two orders and just gonna wait for a signal on the transitional zone right now. All right, we're getting to that 801 level. It's interesting how they did it here. They put on a captain setup and shot the price up into target number four so quickly too. The 50. That's not what I wanted to do right there, but yeah. Good for you. There you go. All right. So it's quite obvious that I'm out of sync with this market. I am out of sync with this market for damn sure. So we got three stops in a row, and I'm gonna take a bit of a break and just kind of watch the market for a little bit and read it, make sure that I'm in sync with it before I jump in. This signal here, I even got in a little bit later than I should. It's a captain setup switch trade with an entry at 787, and that would have given me 5 points plus break even. We got in later and we took off a stop. So I'm down 45.25, and we're going to just let this market do what it wants to do. And we'll just keep watching. Hey, good morning, GM. How are you? Just the action is not that bad. Be honest with you, Frida. It's just we're not necessarily in sync with it today. It's 9:08. So if we're looking at the big picture here, we're coming up to that target that we talked about, the 802 level, and a break above it, we can get us to that 904, and that behavior can break out above channel number two if it holds the way it's moving right now. June candle is looking long so far on which instrument? On NQ or something else? That's interesting. So that is a negative behavior right here, and it's getting run over. So that got to tell you that the market still has a lot more bid to it than what we're seeing right now. The market is in sync on the long side right now, and that's the direction we need to be looking at. The market can get out of sync uh, in and around 762. So they're spending a lot of time here consolidating. They need to protect 762. Here we go. All right, so now we're out of sync. That's good, I guess. Let's see. It's just either two things got to happen. Either we break above, three things can happen: the 800, or the market can pull back to the 40 range and reverse, or the market can go below 24, and that will set us up for rallies or shortable. All right, so here we go. Market out of sync, and we got the levels that we're talking about. Either they flip it to 800 and we go long, we're looking for longs, or they go all the way down to 24, and that will get us to start looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, or they drop it, to the 30s, 40s, and then reverse it back up, and that will be a long as well. Anything in between, we're just basically, patiently waiting. I'm not gonna take any trades that are in between. I mean, I could take trades right here because we're about to have a switch trade. If we have a switch trade short, which is a close of this candle lower, that will be a signal to go short into the 55.50. If this candle closes lower, it has to do it. I wouldn't take it. I'll just watch this market and see what happens. Right now, we are taking on some water. That looks like this. Let's see. Trade one, trade two, trade three. Yeah, okay, so they put a captain set up short. Yeah, they're getting tired here, but ultimately we have to kind of follow what the 200 and the 100 are doing. So the gold is hitting Globex and pushing lower right now, and it's within channel number two. So you're getting more persistent pressure coming out of gold than instruments like NQ. Let's see how YM is doing. Strong, like Nasdaq. So the indices are strong. ES is strong. Gold is weak. A lot of noise in this sector right here. So I'm not necessarily participating in that. Yeah, I know they're playing games all in this zone. They're definitely playing games. So we're just watching it. I mean, it looks weak, but we really need a signal. We don't. I don't need an opinion, but especially mine, my opinion. I'm looking for an actual signal, and signal is going to come in the form of a price breaking 724 and a rally back up to get short into. Anything short of that is just I'm going to leave alone. They're consolidating, and the big deal is to really break above the 800. And that's the Harmony trading system. Right, there you go. Yeah, well, I changed things up since our conversation. So that's let me see if you can see it clearly. That's how my front of my office looks like. My screens and the charts are the Harmony trading system. I changed the background color and the size of the fonts so you guys can on stream can see it clear, more clear. So here they come. All right, they decided that either the 801 happens and then pullbacks are buyable, or we get to 24 and rallies are shortable. One of those two things. It looks better, that's for sure. Incremental improvements. All right, let's see here. Oh, wow. Brian, I'm so sorry, man. I do apologize. I did not see your email, my friend. Um, just jump in, please, and I'll take care of you. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your patience, by the way. I'm so sorry I didn't see your email at all. It's been a hectic morning, but definitely we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get you set up and going in no time. No, thank you. Right. So, what is this doing for us? What's going on? What am I gonna do? What's the plan? Where are we at? A million questions, right? They got to break the 801, and the 100 anti wrinkle needs to flip to the upside, and or uh, the 24 has to happen. One of those things need to happen in order for me to start a sequence of taking the next trade. It is very important for me to just make sure that the next trade that I take is going to be the highest premium trade in my toolbox, because we're working on just continuing our winning streak here. Good morning, Brad. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. All right. All right. Okay. So now let's see if we can find an entry point. Oh, that AMR, yeah. So you're getting short in AMR, or right? Good, good, good. Oh, the art of patience. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna have to be patient with this. I mean, it's not. There's not a lot of momentum. It's just a market that is kind of quietly oscillate and consolidate, and not necessarily moving in any significant way. But the structure of the market is long. 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, and I'm looking for a behavior, and the behavior is long, which is a transitional zone. I want to see a good transitional zone, and it just built up just now, and then a signal. So if the market pulls back right here, then reverses, that would be a switch trade. Now I can take a signal there. Otherwise, taking a spear trade here, I mean, here you go, it's working. But here you go, boom. Looks like it's just going to take off on us. All right, that's good. That's what I want to see. So what happened if this candle closes higher? All right, I'm going to put my order right here and see if we can get up, hit it, and then at that point we're looking at 802 to 8, potentially 810, and or 820. This is going to be my stop right here. And if this trade ends up stopping me, I'm going to cut my size and cut my frequency for the day. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's that kind of day. All right. All right. So we're going to cut our size all the way down to a one contract and look to make a good trade. And if we cannot make a good trade on the next sequence, then we're just going to basically slow it down all the way to a stop for the day. Okay, here we go. Wow. So a couple of things. If we end up closing below 762, that will set up a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. That could be a setup that will lead us to 724, and 724, that's a 200 NT Rinko reversal. So that would be the early signs that the market is reversing. So far the market is still 200 and the 100 are in sync. So I should be looking for long signals. It's just a function of protecting that 762. Yeah, I mean, across the board, GM, I would assume, not assume, but I see the market on the long side. It's just they keep doing these big drafts and they sell off and then reverse, sell off and reverse. So I'm going to be patient and just wait for the next signal. I'm cutting my size to one contract, and let's see if we can build up another transitional zone here. Go from there. So they put a minor captain setup switch trade. So we're getting two spots in this price action where things look like price action is struggling a little bit here. We're spending a lot of time looking at ES here. Look at this. This is sideways, sideways, sideways market. Just looking at the structure of the market, I'd rather be long than short. 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side. Gold, by the way, is continuing its selling pressure. So we're getting pressure under Globex and consistent with channel number two. Let's see how YM is doing. Yeah, it's still strong. It started strong, continued to be strong. Look at that. Another captain set up short. So you got one, two, and three right here. I mean, you would think that you should be getting a flush lower, but the market is not doing that. So again, what will get me short is a break below 24, and right now the market is structured to be on the long side. Yeah, the gold is what. Let's go back to that chart. Yeah, it's not getting that lift. You had the bearish engulfing that happened on Friday. So target number two is 1826. And if this pressure continues, we probably get there. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Adam, you actually they work a little bit more in consolidation than any other time, because look at this consolidation. You got captain set up long. That one ran up from 84 to 802, basically almost 20 points. This one ended up being a captain set up short, moved from 94 all the way down to 66. Captain set up with a switch trade gave you 5 points with break even. That's the one that kind of stopped us out on that rotation. So out of four, three of them worked for 5 points and more, and some of them worked for 20 points and more. So when the market is in consolidation, it's typically, these type of captain setups actually work a bit better. All right, so let's see what they're trying to do here. I mean, if they break that 63, interesting. Okay, here you go, another captain setup, right? We should see a push up to 84 with a stop at under 70. Hmm. All right, it looks like they're going to fail this one. Yeah. All right, 63, 62, 63. So here we go. You got captain long, short, 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 long that failed, and that short that failed. So we're getting to 62. If we get to 62, that would be a captain setup short on the 100 NT wrinkle with a big wick that takes us to 811. I may have to get a little bit heavy against that 801 on the short side, because there's plenty of structure, but that has to happen. We cannot just come here and not go below that price. But I'm going to start with two contracts and kind of add to it within a range against that 801, and look for just putting on a good trade. That's all I want to do. Put on a good trade. Yeah, that may not be a bad play, GM, on Amazon. There we go. They're putting a captain setup on the 30 NT Rinko. Let's see if that is gonna hold. Here you go, captain setup, and that's holding. All right. See how close we got? We got so close to that 62, 63, and they just bounced it right back up. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I mean, they not a lot of conviction going on in this market, a lot of consolidation patterns, and ultimately, I just have to go with what the market is telling me. And it so far as of this moment, the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side. So I need to be looking for that. However, we're seeing a lot of patterns of a price that is tired. If we go and break below 62, then um, I'll just initiate a small two contract trade and then look for the 24 to close. Then I'll start looking for rallies as an opportunity to add. But that scenario needs to happen first before I start jumping in. Now, how would the market look like if it wants to go higher? It will establish a new cloud positive, and it will give us a new transitional zone, and then give us a signal in and around the beginning of it, and that will be the beginning of a rally that will break 801 and or 810 in this case and continue to go higher. So that is basically what I'm going to be looking for. How is that Amazon short working, GM? It really looks like it wants to dump, right? It really does. So how is everybody doing so far? Alex, Mike, Martin, Brad, Adam, Sheila. How we doing, Sheila? Umir. Yeah, that's good. That's good, Adam. That's good. Here we go. I mean, there. Look at him right here. I mean, okay, I'll just take one right here. And I know it's a little bit early, but man, they're not giving us anything here. Okay, so here we go. One more. Sell it off. Sell it off. 62. So break that 62. That is important. Here we go. Thank you. All right. Ultimately, I want to see 24. 24 before I kind of commit more size. And I'm going to try to hold on to this as much as I can. And that's a captain setup short on the 100 NT wrinkle. It's a big signal. It's not a joke. When we see that kind of behavior here, it's typically it's typically a big one. Here we go. Give me target 3. I mean, I know I may have been a bit greedy here, but I think we may get there. Thank you. And let's see if I can get to 24. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to hold on to it. You break that 24, that may set me up for a really nice trade, guys. Let's see. 24 will lead me to below 700 whole number. Here we go. And what I'm going to do, 24, yeah. Let's get there first, and I'm going to take off one more, then look for rally to add back into the trade. At this point, I shouldn't be risking anything. And I'm breaking even plus. Come on, baby. Make me some money. Thank you. Thank you. And now let's see if I can get on with well, target number 4 is hit. Let's look for target number 5. All right, so there's no rally here. That's an issue. Why? Because it's not going to give me an opportunity to add to this trade. And if it hits below 700, I gotta, take a look at a potential cover because the next level after that will be 75. So let's see what we can get with what is the market gonna do for us here. I mean, a rally to 50, yeah, they could take it to 50, then take it to 74. Let's see here. So I got short two. I added two. I took two off on target number three. I took one off at target number four. And I'm looking for, ooh, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ain't no sense in trying to get greedy. But that's a good one. That's a good one. That is a good one. And it wasn't too many contracts either. It was like four contracts. I mean, should have right when we got to that 24, I really needed a rally back up to that 40 because that would have been my ad opportunity. But since it didn't happen, I just kind of had to take my profit at the next target level. So that trade, oof, made us a good 2,800 bucks on four contracts. All right. Another one more good trade, and we will be good. That Amazon should be doing just fine, GM, right about now. The Amazon short should be doing just fine. Anybody in the room took that trade by any chance, or saw what we are seeing? You got some small. That's fine. The trade is the trade. The idea is the idea. So what got us aggressive on the long side, on the short side is just, I mean, we talked about the 62 over and over and over, saying, you break that, we got ourselves a captain set up short. And on those bigger wrinkle bars, the 200 NT wrinkle and the 100, if you see a captain set up short or long, there's statistically significant behavior. And you can see a follow through typically in that price action. And this one was just, we saw how many captain setups they built up here. One, two, three, this four, this fifth one, and this sixth one. I mean, that just all told us a story. And the story is the market is ready, is tired at a minimum. So the minute we broke 62, we got ourselves into a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. I took the early trade and I took the ad on the switch trade that just happened here and then started to get out. Oh man, look at this. This is really flushing. Really flushing. Very good. Very good. Let's just keep working. Well, well, well. Isn't that the flush? Man, that trade just kind of kept on giving. Even past target number five, you typically don't see that type of behavior. You see, even if they break five, they stop, turn back, disconnect the cloud, and make another cloud negative after that to push it lower. This is significant in the way the price is moving. Well, hopefully, you guys made some money off of that last one because that was straight down. That was a beauty. So what to do next? That's the main deal here. What are we to do next? Uh, Bear with me here. Yeah, Gary, quick, man. All right. So, I mean, the best thing to see is to see a rally on the 100 NT Rinko, maybe two, three candles up. Anything short of breaking above 724. Let's repeat that. Yes, 720.24. So we need to protect 724, and the rallies back up can be shortable. That's what we're looking for next. Okay, the market will get out of sync at 675, and now we're getting a cloud that is positive, at least the early signs of it. So if the market gets to 675, that's point at 675 right here. All right, the market will disconnect. Then we can rally up a little bit all the way up to the 88. And if we see a reversal candle, then we can participate on the short side as a continuation trade. Because the market right now structurally is a short market. You have a 200 NT Rinko that is short, and you have a 100 NT Rinko that is short. All right, guys. So let's see. All right, we're gonna go back into this mode of patience and waiting. Did you did you did you miss anything, GM? I think so. You see the fireworks that just happened? That was fireworks. That cell pressure just continued and continued and continued. Past target number five, which is really kind of amazing, but we put on that trade. We took advantage of it. I guess that's a trading strategy, right? And it worked. Put on a trade and jump in the shower. So we're gonna call it the shower trade. Lord. Lord. Yeah. When you know, you know. So the question here to me, to myself, is like, all right, well, what am I gonna do here? It's 10:31. We had this little flush. The market is consolidating again. And what would get me to put on another trade? Now, if the cloud here shifts negative and I can get a signal around a new transitional zone, I would have to take it, or if I decide to take it, I don't have to take anything. But it would be more of a scalp than an actual trend trade like we've seen here. Because we're extended and we're coming up on uh, this rising support area, which is around the 620. And that area is going to be a bit of an area where the buyers can step in. So to me, any trades I'm going to take here on the short side have to be more of a scalping trade than anything else. If I want to go long, what has to happen in order for me to go long? A couple of things. One of them is, wow, yeah, that's a long way away. A break above 725, because that puts the 200 into Rinko basically long, and the 100 into Rinko will be long with it. But see this captain set up short. That's what got us into that short sequence. That's going to be a very critical level throughout the week. So just keep an eye on that 800 and this 762 in order for any rotation to start be legitimate long into this coming week and even further. We have to break that level, and we have a solid captain set up short. And if you look at where that price is at, you see this captain set up long that the market put on here, rallied up and failed it the following day. So that captain setup became a short captain setup at that point because it failed the signal eventually. So you're getting 8 808, the 800 and the 62. Those three levels up there are your resistance from a swing trade. Yeah, sorry about that, Brad. I thought I had the mic on. Thank you, by the way. So what we're seeing here is this captain setup short was the precipitated this big move and ended up getting the 200 into Rinko short as well. So on a swing trade basis, you have this captain set up long. The market reacted nicely to it on the upside. Then it failed it in and around 808. So that becomes resistance to price action. Then the price came back, and now you're getting into another rotation in which they're building a lower high and a captain setup short. So now you have the level of 808, you have the level of 801, and you have the level of 62. Three levels that are up there that the market is uh, just provided us with a range of selling pressure. So now, any legitimate long trend into this week and in the coming weeks will have to reference that point. And if we cannot pass it, we should see significant push in market behavior downward. Yeah. So that is very important to us this week from a swing trade perspective. Now, intraday and day trading, we may get different rotations and things of that nature. And if the 100 NT Rinko is long, the 100 NT Rinko is long. So we're getting a bit of consolidation here. Yeah, you may have caught GM. You may have caught the top of this rotation for the next couple of days. Okay. We're putting the captain setup here. I mean, that could be like a quick. All right, let's see it. Ah, man, I tell you, it's either gonna work right here quick or it's not. That's a captain setup short, but it's just close to the middle of the range. So we'll take a quick stop and move on to the next one. All right, so you break above the 675, the market is going to be out of sync. So here we go. The market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100, and we're looking for uh, basically two things to happen. One of them is a break above 725 gets us to be long, and or we run to the 700 and fail uh, with a one candle reversal, and that will set us up for a continuation short. So two of those things need to happen. All right, guys. So let's take a quick look here. We're getting a captain set up short on ES right here, and that's against the level of 41.44 and also the 41.41. So that needs to hold in order for price action to continue. If we are looking at the 200 and the 100, they're out of sync, and two things need to happen. One of them is a close below uh, 636. If the market runs up to 724, then the market is going to be in sync on the long side. And if we run up to that, like the 700 and fail and have a one candle reversal on the 100 NT Rinko, then that will set us up for a continuation trade on the short side. But right now, we simply need more information out of this market before we take on uh, any more um, any more trades. Let's take a look at some of the indices that we were watching earlier on. Gold is one of them, YM. And let's see if we can find something going on here. Gold. Ah, yeah, here we go. So the gold is protecting that downward channel that we're seeing. And now we're trading under globaks for that session. So the next target is going to be 1837. After that, you're going to get 1830. Then you're going to get an 1826, which is target number two in the sequence. Then you're going to come up to this level right here where price can hold and some buyers can step in. Then you're going to get target number three afterwards. So that's what's going on with that one. And let's take a look at YM. YM has been strong all day long. There you go. Well, well, well. It was strong. It came all the way up to that top end of that range and literally to the tick to the top end of that channel number two, and the price retraced. If we ever get down below 32,871, that is a significant reversal. And that could be significant for the rest of the day. So it's still stronger than NQ, but it's coming under pressure for the day. See if there's anything else we want to look at. So on a daily basis, I'm doing market analysis and kind of posting it either in YouTube stream or on the actual channel. So there's going to be, so keep an eye on that section. So let me show you where that section will be. And for the people in our trading room, I'm sending that to you via email. So you don't have to worry about looking for it, but right here under Let's Talk Money, uh, we're posting the analysis on the day before of what's going on. So we're talking about YM, crude oil, we're talking about gold, NQES, all that good stuff right here. So just make sure that you're paying attention to that section. And on YouTube and everywhere, if you've seen this session helping you in any way, uh, do us a favor, subscribe or share, give it a thumbs up, comment if you see something that you want in this channel as it's growing. If you want us to analyze a specific stock or a specific index prior to the open of the new session, just let us know. We're here to help. Not in a Discord, it's on YouTube channel. Oh, here we go. Market is back in sync, and they got it in at 38, and they flushed it. Okay, so now we are looking for rallies to resume our short trading. So here and here. I'll put the link in the room for you, Sheila. Okay, let me know if that you could see that. Yep, you should be able to see it. So subscribe, make sure you subscribe, and this way you could get those notifications when they come up. And the flush continues. See how when the 200 NT Rinko takes a direction, it gives you one to multiple candles in that direction. Okay, so it's just a function of, I mean, I think the initial short that we took was around that 62 area. And then look how far we went. It's about 126 points from that signal. Target number 4 is hitting the sequence at 606.75, and target number 5 is 739 and a quarter. It's 8:04. This is how my day looked like. I can safely say that I was not in sync with this market today, and took a little bit of heat and ended up the day at 35.41. And it's all relative to. Here we go. Let's see if we can find that. What did you say? So you are live also on that channel? Yes, I am, but it's not going to be on a daily basis. So just as much as I can, I will. But all right, that's not right. What the hell is this? Six oh six. That's not right. Yep, here we go. All right, so that is. Let me see here. We had 6 trades. 16% today. Yeah, yeah. That is out of sync. All right, so that's how we're doing so far. I'm gonna take a break. That last hour of the day, I'll come back and see if there's anything worth trading. If not, then I'll just call it a day and take that as the stop for the day. And tomorrow we'll just do better. Okay, guys, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully, you guys like the fact that I changed the color on the work space, changed the font so you guys can see stuff better, and making improvements so things can make more sense to you. See you tomorrow.